And welcome back everybody to Limbus Company. Yesterday we finished Intervalo 6. It is time. Today we're starting Canto 9. I started this journey in February. It is now July. And I can finally say we're about to finally catch up. We had one Canto, one Intervalo left. And Tori, yes, to answer your question, yes, it's the same stream, same bot, so as long as you're watching, you can farm points. If you're a paid member, paid subscriber in the live stream, you get twice the points. 2 intervalos? Right, right. Like it's Canto 6 that, it's this one that has the other ones. And we get to experience Canto 10 soon. So, first things first, once again, everybody, if you missed anything today or want to catch up to the full playthrough, it's on the Games Are Bastard channel. Make sure you're subscribed. Thank you again for 1,000 subscribers. By the time this video comes out, the monetization thing should be up in full, meaning that, again, paid members get early access. That's what we do in the main channel. Extra little incentive on top of supporting the channel and all that good stuff, right? Like it's just the simplest thing that I think would be fair, right? Like you get early access, but it's not like such an unfair thing. Like at most you need to wait a week, right? So yes, 2 intervalos now. I am very, very excited to see where we're at with this. So that's number 1. And number 2, if we end up catching up to both intervalos before the Canto 10 comes out, then the days that we might have, if it's more than like a month difference, then we will spend a few streams doing, like, let's say like it's like 2 weeks that we have or something like that. So if it's less than 2 weeks between the time that we finish in Canto 9 and or the intervalos after Canto 9 and Canto 10, then we will spend some time in the theater going through all of the Uptie stories that we didn't have a chance to do. It's Bremic chat. Brembly, first his characters in Canto are very important, so don't forget, write them in your list. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have quite a bit. So in Canto PM started doing the okay. Oh god. Okay, so we're gonna have to... Okay, so we actually have to start reading through everything. Alright, with that, let's do this. Canto 9. It is time. We are still not... We still don't have Virgilio's back. Forcing people to read by hiding lore in their kits. That's a very Dark Souls thing to do. It is time for Ryoshu. 9-1 Ambush in the Dark. Let me open my spreadsheet. Let me just open the spreadsheet. Let me just have it at hand. Here we go. Just be ready. Xia Huazhen. I already forgot what we gave him. I ended up not giving him a note over here, whatever. Alright. Let's go. And by the way, if somebody spoils something, just spam emotes. There is a clue of thread raveled of a single strand whose beginning is its end. Moments become wefts and warps that crisscross into a weave. So yeah, if anybody spoils anything, do not acknowledge it, do not cry about it, just spam emotes. You have my permission to just spam emotes. Flood the chat, and I will know. And I will then know. So, yes, man got bullied, forgot his voice is everything, yes. And the flow of time spools in a single spot. That is Ryoshu. Go on, read it! From the echo of your first cry to the whisper of your last breath. In the heart of every moment, my eyes catch a glimpse of you. That's his child. That's her child, isn't it? No, that's not how you read those letters. We did not read Distortion Detective. That's way too long. We did read through Leviathan. I really want to read through Distortion Detective, but we have to leave that for when we go full-time. Like, that is going to be a full-time thing. So, yeah. Yeah, we only read Leviathan. We did not get the chance. Like, Distortion Detective is way too long a book, and we don't have the audience for it just yet. So, yeah.
요시대라고 읽는 거다.
Yoshihide. That's how you say it. So that's her original name. Why do you sound like that slug from the movie Running Kitten? In our headcanon, Ross is alive at this very time, while Limbus Company is going through while the city is going through all of this. Mike Wazowski and Sully are desperately trying to get Boo back. So yeah.
요슈!
이게 더 편하고
이쁘잖아.
길을 잃은 내 아이.
Dear lost child of
돌아오는
mine,
방향을
should the
모르겠다.
way back home elude you,
가장 아팠던
follow
첫
the
매듭을
thread back to the
더듬어서
very first
되짚어라.
knot that hurt the most. Start to take chapter leisure. Oh no, I want to voice act it. I have so much fun doing my horrible voice acting that is something I genuinely want to do. I don't want to read Distortion Detective. I want to read it on stream.
그
Anyway,
떨림이 멎는
where
곳에
the quivering stops.
내가 있단다.
That is where you will find me.
오늘이군요.
Marton. It is time. Today is the day. We are fortifying that position.
네, 오늘이네요.
Fuck.
팀장님.
Alisa. There you go.
Did I say I am dead? Boss, are you?
잠깐 떨리냐는 질문을
Oh,
하지
please don't ask me if I'm on the Michael Lisa tests a particularly low level of confidence in the work, but they'll ever get nervous.
말하고 보니
Your unfairness clearly has reminded me of the last academic assembly. This is Seller who simply will not stop the handsome shaking with the frequency of 4 or 5 oscillations every 3 seconds, even after taking an entire fistful to include the boluses. What a miserable sight that was.
아,
Well, of course, perhaps in the fear that the attendants may not possess the intelligence to comprehend even half my perception, every sort of use my limited anxiety, potent enough to make my legs tremble somewhat. But I have been quite relieved of concern as you review my materials. If both of you were able to understand it, then the audience still have no problem following the general narrative.
He's the nervous yapper. He is nervous as fuck, and his way of coping is yapping. There you go. You hope that we had escaped all the positions are fortified? Alas.
적어도 지난번처럼
At least you wouldn't be dosing the audience chock full of your verbal sedative this time. You will fortify their position. Mersault, day, as always, to welcome wonderful. I'm doing alright. I'm doing great. It was a great day at work. It was finally Friday, and I just keep cementing my position as the fire hose, as the fire extinguisher. So yeah.
그러고 보니 추가 연구를
And another note, the corporation request for additional research is still pending approval.
I can answer that. Middle management. I fortified my position. Yes, I have fortified my position. I need to give it a little bit lower. As how I failed to prime and win the wheel. There you go. Fortify a position in front of the hose. Yes.
LCA 연구 개발팀에서
CIA and the team has repeatedly denied our request. Apparently, we're focused solely on our present research.
I read another night is bunch today. Do we know specifically who denied our request?
This is the manager who simply could not stop their hands from shaking, even after taking an entire fistful of tranquility boluses. It seems obvious that they're still carrying the grudge from when you scoffed at them.
아, 그랬던 건가?
Is that so?
I know that unironically sometimes is the driving force of how people get shut down in environments. Because we've had that in my workplace. Like some petty middle manager that you slight in the least and they abuse their power and they fuck you over. It hasn't happened to me, thankfully, but I've seen people that it has.
Well, they had no choice but to approve our request of this presentation. Our present research has already progressed beyond the point of satisfaction, after all.
암요 암요.
Of course, boss, of course.
Oh, God.
This won't do. The motivation behind my additional research request was to set the personal curiosity. No doubts on my mind it will end up benefiting the company's bottom line. Not only do you have an additional research proposal with you, and the LCA will have no recourse but to approve it once they see the projected gains from success.
I left it back at the research hall. Didn't think we'd need it today, so I didn't fortify that position.
A successful outcome of that research will also be able to boost the efficiency of our electrical systems, and still the need for more power is a mutual concern. We already have precious to spare. Help me understand your deal of present research concerns.
There was a little more. You can almost hear what you're saying. You can almost hear what I'm saying. There you go.
연구실 난방기에 쓰는 전력도
Yeah, we know.
다 같이
Even
추위했던
we even had to conduct our experiments in the freezing cold because we ran out of power from the heating system to save electricity. Well, I stayed toasty thanks to my EGO gear, but still.
아무튼 계획서는 제가
Anyways,
가져올게요.
I'll go grab the proposal.
팀장님이랑
You two should focus on the presentation, Brad.
지원 요청.
Requesting support. This LCE department. Core IS4 requesting immediate support. Situation is code.
미안하구나. 그렇게 불필요하게 절단하고 싶진 않았는데.
Apologies, I didn't wish to so unnecessarily cut him off, but
대신
it seems he
전하지.
passed out. Let me
코드라고
messenger
하기에는
instead.
너무 거창하고.
The messenger instead. Though I won't bother with the fancy code speak.
이곳에는 일말의
Situation
가망조차
here is
남지
entirely
않았다.
hopeless. Was probably what he
아마
wished to say.
그렇게 말하고 싶었을 거야.
A few hours later, Frenchman living in Poland? Well, we don't know who that is, so yeah. A good deal of time had passed since we'd said our heartfelt farewells to Yasi-chun, yet we still remained stuck in Hongyu-1. 1 second, I need to close my door a little bit. 1 second. I just closed my door. Like, for those of you who don't know, the air conditioning in this house is very tricky because I have a lot of machines over here that emit a lot of heat, but the air conditioning is at the other side of the house. So in order to get that air over here, I have a fan in the middle point of the house that then brings the air over to this room. Now, because of the angle of my door, the amount of air that comes in depends on how open or closed the door is. So the more I close the door, the less air comes in, the warmer the room gets. So, yes.
오늘 출발하는 거 맞냐?
Sure is setting up today. Reggie, you got a date wrong.
그건 아닌데.
Pretty sure didn't. But even Saude's late. She was supposed to get Virgilius and Pilot.
공원 밖으로 이어지는 직통도
Red headlights are on at least straight out of Hongyu-1.
트럭을 타고
Even Saude's memos telling us to drive out here with a truck. There should be no room for error this time.
So whatever happened, Virgilius and Pilot were there. So, yeah, it seems like Limbus Company as a company is, oh god, Canto 9 is the Canto where everything goes down.
그랬으면 좋겠네요.
I should hope that's the case.
대관원에서 나올 때
When we left on
분들이
Ganyuan
몇 시에
earlier,
돌아오는지
the guards at the
물어보더라니까요.
gate actually asked me what
저희가
time would be
아예
coming
홍원의
back.
정식 거주민이
They
된 줄
probably think we've
아시더라고요.
taken up permanent residence here at H-Corp. Which, you know, in order for us to not disappoint and make our little Sichun sad, then, yeah. Anyway, Squeaker, welcome to the hood. Squeak Cheese, welcome to the hood. And Running Kitten, welcome back. Let's see.
Not surprising if you're saying goodbyes left and right, not to mention 2 farewell banquets. We're still sitting here on our butts without a sign of leaving. Exactly! By now, Vergus should have appeared out of nowhere with his usual time to move on to our next destination, Dante, like he always does.
Score, we gave a little bit of a meme that we'd never leave. Wait, did we actually spend near a year at H Corp? That's how long we were at H Corp? Like, canonically? Because Cantos 1 through 7 take place in around a year. Oh, IRL. Not in game. Okay, I don't care then.
Then Charon would say, "Oh, the message room." It's been forever since I heard her last.
I don't think that it was ever a time Vergilius was gone this long.
Oh, the breach of contract may have led to extra workload for him, but even so, his prolonged absence remains unusual. Because
Cantos do not take much time at all. So yeah, like, what, this must have taken... So we had 30 days for Sichun. I assume maybe a month for the Hierarch War. Give another, like, 3 weeks. Like, maybe week for the previous Intervalo. So yeah, no, it must have like 2.5 months that we've been in Hongyuan. So yeah, no.
oh, this just because he went out of his way to help us. Not necessarily. While it is true that the penalty incurred from breaching the contract yet remains, the LCC's operation in H Corp, which he was assisting with, was immediately concluded following Yashichun's inauguration as the family hierarch.
I fail to think of any other reason apart from that. Virgilius and Charon would always be away whenever we traveled to a new place, but yeah, never for this long. Something has gone wrong. Something has gone wrong. Yeah, we spent more time in the Great Lake, I think, yeah. Is shown in top left and second to Canto? Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe he's just doing whatever he usually does when spending time with Karen.
Daddy-daughter time is precious, and yeah. Anyway. Night. Oh yeah, that one is, yeah, like a single night, but the rest we'll see. Everyone turned to look at Faust.
At this point, there is no information that can be shared regarding Virgilius's absence.
Maybe we can ask Virgilius when he gets here.
You
honestly reckon he's ever worried about where he was? Bloke only ever tells us where to go, never where he's off to. Natalie! I never he aimed out to bring any of us in his ice cream trips, save young Charon.
Glorified, I don't know, Faust said, yeah. Don Quixote's still mad about it. Look! Let's just pan over. Virgilius made her mad with that. And, I have compensated. There she is. I gave her a snack fort. La criatura. Yep. La criatura. There she is with her snack fort. She's happy now. She's as happy as she can be with her snack fort now. There's no... wrong button. Wrong button. There you go. There's no, there's no ice cream there, because I don't keep ice cream in the house, but yes. There you go. You can even say a smack fort. Yes. So yeah, no, like when it comes to it, like the reason why she's got a smack there is because in the first run for snacks, she asked, like it was Mersault who was buying the snacks, and I live in Hungary. Like we live in Hungary. And she wanted a snack so badly that she ended up mistyping, and she ended up texting Mersault that she wanted a smack. And he just apparently happened to be in the aisle with the instant noodles, and Smack brand was right there. So very important to the plot. Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Perchance, his path is that of a culinary journey to sample the unique specialties of each district.
이게 무슨 맛집
Be serious for a second, lass.
땀이냐?
This ain't a foodie tour.
저희의 길을 안내해 주는 것과
Aside from guiding your path,
소리를
it
쓰시에도
may simply be that Virgilius has a path of his own to walk.
He grabbed a smack and smacked her with it. No, he did not receive further instructions, so no, he didn't. You know how Mersault is. He will follow instructions, and that's that. That's it. And the instructions were, bring me a smack. So he did. Yeah, he brought her a smack, and that's it. That's what the text said. That's what he got. He got a smack from the store and gave it to her, and that's it. I've got no idea what his path would even look like. We're only here to follow the journey as guided by Virgilius. We know neither the path he has walked nor the path he seeks to walk. We do! The path he walked, a little bit, so... I wonder if he'll ever share his history with us one day. Yeah, Dante has not read Leviathan. No, but we have. That's on the gaming channel, by the way, so yeah.
I
suppose he's being his usual absence south, but that don't explain why Saude ain't here, does it? We've been late plenty of times, yeah, but it ain't like the last to keep us hanging. And is the Leviathan reading? Look, once we go full-time in however many years that is, the first thing we're doing, we're bringing back the reading, and we're reading through Distortion Detective. Like, whenever that is, once it becomes financially viable for me to make the jump from my full-time employment to this, to just doing this full-time, whenever that may be, the first thing we're doing is we're bringing back reading, because that was so much fun.
Maybe we'll spin change of plans.
보통 작전 중
When an operative goes dark without a warning,
변경이 아니라 변수
it's
때문에
usually due to an unforeseen variable, not a change of plans.
I got babysit his rent, yep. As if to prove what is right, someone forcefully yanks the truck's door open. Saude!
Holy, what happened to you?
Saude stumbled into the truck, short of breath. She was bleeding and covered in wounds, both minor and serious. Her eyes glistened with wild anxiety. Broken pistol hung from her waist. It was impossible not to notice the still fresh gashes and wounds on her. First thing that caught my attention, however, was the stump right where her left arm used to be. She needs a hand. Need a hand? Well, shit! Well, shit. Hang on. There was one thing that we were mentioned, that if you're selecting the... Yep, there you are. We can see the date on the upper left side. So we have... Yeah, that's 9/85/01. So, yeah. So the game starts... So we start on... We start on January of 984 AT. We start with January 984 AT. And now, let's see, the last intervalo, so the regular checkup starts in December 984 AT, nocturnal sweeping starts in January, then January, then by the end of, so it's February 985 AT. AT after Trump, yes, after Trump, yeah. Yeah, 985 after Trump. We entered China on New Year's, and of course, it being the Chinese, it wasn't Chinese New Year, so yeah. It still wasn't Chinese New Year. So there you go. Oh yeah, and it's also here on the little timestamp over here. Alright. 9-2. This is game's original trailer is when Mask Station event is shown to happen. In the trailer. Salmon, welcome today. How you doing? Yep, we know that June, so something is gonna happen in June. Something's happening in June. Yeah, spring cultivation. Yeah, so we're somewhere there, yeah. It's gonna happen right after Canto 12 at the pace we're going, yeah. There you go. Did not know that. We always learn something not. Yeah, we're finally in Canto 9. Let's do this. Alright, story-wise, I mean... My main team is... The main team is the story team! There we go! Population drop by a few hundred. My understanding is like tens of millions that the population is gonna drop. Because don't forget that, as far as we know, the city is basically a hive city. Basically, so as we've established, there are many parallels between Limbus Company and Warhammer 40k. And in Warhammer 40k, we have hive cities. Hive cities are usually in hive worlds, which are basically continent-sized cities. These are where the most densely populated areas of the Imperium. They have many layers, vertical and horizontal. Of course, this is 40,000 years in the future. Right now, we are merely, what, in the 3rd millennium at best? So, hive cities usually have populations in the billions. Like, with a B. Like, usually you have the hive that goes all the way up, you have the underhive, you have the bottom. Let me open the image on the new tab so you can see this, right? Like, this is how usually hive cities are contextualized, and we are talking the underhive is the slums. These are massive cities. Like, we're talking each of these spires the size at least of the Empire State Building. Like, each of these spires that we're seeing over here, at least the size of skyscrapers. Like, these hive cities, and these are usually hive planets. So hive planets have multiple hive cities. It's insane how massive these are. Canto 10 is in 3 weeks? 3 weeks? Shit, yeah. Okay, so yeah, we're not gonna catch up by then. That's because Belgium, it's bigger than that. We have established that that the city is... We established in our headcanon that the city is Új Székesfehérvár. So the city is Hungary. But basically after all of the 7 weeks, right? Like we have September, not 3 weeks. You're mixing up August with September. So we know that there's a lot of cultures, and we established that after all the different world wars that happen inevitably, we have this, it happens in Hungary with the capital, the city called Új Székesfehérvár, with most people not wanting to learn Hungarian, even with the Hungarian-run city. Yeah, they just call it the city. We established this because the lake in Canto 5 is basically an ocean, which is basically Lake Balaton. Lake Balaton is known as the Hungarian Sea. It's a massive lake. It's the largest lake in Europe, and or at least in continental Europe. And the town that surrounds it is Új Székesfehérvár. Then we do have the outskirts, or the next section over here, which belongs to, as we established, Montenegro. So, the city's mayor is Rogoldorn? No. No, what are you talking about? The city's mayor is still, like, after Budapest fell, the mayor just kept on living. The mayor of Budapest became the mayor of Új Székesfehérvár, which is Karácsony Gergely. Karácsony Gergely, for those of you who don't know, is the mayor of Budapest right now, as of right now, and the name literally translates to Christmas George. Hungary is written by Hideo Kojima. The current prime minister of Hungary is Magyar Péter, which translates to Hungarian Peter. The mayor of Budapest, Karácsony Gergely, which is Christmas George. So, yeah, Rogoldorn, I think, would have led the fortification of the city, absolutely, and people just started referring to the city as the city, because Rogoldorn is not gonna bother learning Hungarian either, even he is not that dense. So, yeah. Yeah, so no, Canto 10 is September. We're currently in July. So 7 weeks. 7 weeks. Kojima, you've done it yet again. Yep, you world history. So yeah, the city basically is a precursor of your regular hive cities of the Imperium. John Hungary? No. Peter Hungary. Because Magyar means Hungarian. So, Hungarian Peter. Super Kai, welcome tonight. So yeah, no, there you go. We're just establishing a little bit of extra headcanon over here. Let's go. We're in August already? I know. Immediately, I am no longer able to operate. Please see, I need your help. Saude collapses to the floor before we even had the chance to ask her if she was okay or what had happened to her arm. I mean, the question, are you okay, is very much no. What happened to your arm? It was, she lost it. So, Dante, you fucking retard, what are you talking about? These are, yeah, chapters of the Lauren, where is her arm? Gone. Yeah, she lost it. How is this difficult? Is she okay? No, she's not okay. Where is her arm? Gone. Yeah, that's what happened. I don't know what else you want. Welcome back, Frenzy. Yep, she used the magic pain glove, or somebody used it on her, yeah. Immediately after rendezvous with Mr. Vergilius, I was ambushed. The attackers here any minute. Where once her resolve had not faltered even in the face of death. And, Pystick, welcome today. How you doing? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the mosh pit. A grave look of despair now filled her eyes. Something we haven't seen since, you know.
How many hostiles?
Two. Well, Mr. Vergilius was dealing with one of them. Virguas? Color returned to Rhodia's face upon hearing Vergilius' name. Well, maybe Vergilius will his way back after wiping the floor with both of them. No, I don't think so. It's Charon. I lost her.
Okay, I think we know what leads to the mass casualty event. I think we know what it's Vergilius. There you go. Her other arm is with Karen, maybe Karen took it. Yep. There you go. Vergilius is, yeah, one angry dad. Yep, Vergilius goes Angie dad, and there you go. You took away you took away his kid, and we're creating something above ethnocide. We're talking about a Vergilius level threat. So they kidnapped Karen. Apparently, yes. They tore up the arm I was holding on to Karen with. I never should have let go. I never should have let that happen. How could not hold on to young Karen? What? Saude grimaced, her expression an amalgamation of guilt and confusion. It was a far cry from her usual collected self. She lost Charon! Like, right now, I think she's more scared of Vergilius finding out, or Vergilius realizing that Karen's gone, than she is of the attackers coming after us. Like, I think that's what really got her distressed. They just spent, what, nearly 2 months shitting on Vergilius for breaching his contract, when his contract hinges on Charon. We know that. Like, we don't need an explanation from the game to know that. We know that Vergilius's contract, his desire is to bring Charon back. To recover Lapis. That's his desire. That we know. So them losing Charon right after they just had him go through middle management hell for breach of contract. Yup. Not Courtney, welcome to the, how you doing? Yup. We're about to recreate the Red Gaze painting. Oh, it's at best. At best. Did they take Charon hostage? Yes, I could not stop them from taking Charon. Pilot was heavily wounded, but the last time I saw him, he was conscious. Prepare for battle now!
These are going to be clear, Executive Manager! First, take on the pursuers and rescue Charon, while the exact motive of the perpetrator is yet to be revealed!
May be facing multiple fronts. I briefly picked up a transmission from HQ while running this way, and this is when we invoke our friendship with Sichun and ask to borrow maybe one of the Heisho packs. Just one! Come on! Just let us borrow one, just for a little bit, please. They took Karen. Shit, she doesn't know Karen. Fuck, she doesn't know Karen. If Honglu asks nicely, in exchange for a hug, and a tea party, just like when they were kids, Sichun might concede. Might concede. Sinclair, use your Riz? No, Sinclair is not rizzing up Sichun. He's not good enough. Shut up. So, welcome back, Frizzy. Just say that we need it for a friend. I mean, Honglu being serious at Sichun would probably be more than enough. So, no sinner is good enough for Sichun? Correct. They're sinners, so yeah. A sudden buzz of white noise breaks through the truck's silence. Station, respond. Saude froze up, staring at the radio speaker. Gregor was the first to act in her place.
Is LCB a radio? What's your situation? Over.
HQ, research facility.
Research facility.
Under attack! It's the same guy as before.
My darling daughter, I hope you've been doing well for yourself out there. Or don't you think it's about time you stopped playing and came home?
Utter silence descends as kindly calling cuts off from the blood-curdling scream from the other side. Alright, let me, it has, like a Yisang, font, like it's a similar font. So, I guess like a similar color. So yeah, let me see, I'm giving him Dracula. I'm giving him Dracula, that's all I could think of. That's all I could think of. Frenchman living in Poland as Dracula. There you go. So, yes. The voice that came through the radio was nothing short of affectionate. And it was easy to guess who the daughter was. The spiders have spun their web. Clock. Web. And it's woven so intricately, there's no way around it. That's when I recalled something Lei Heng had mentioned. The House of Spiders. Thinking back to how intensely Ryoshi reacted then. Do you think these attackers have something to do with that, Lei Heng guy from earlier? Unlikely. He was just one of my many passing tutors. None of the voices fit? I know. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to my playthrough.
Then who could have said cuts for crying out loud?
I don't know. HQ, it's not the kind of place someone can just force their way into. Breaking into a place like that, it's completely unthinkable. What now? Usually I would use my intuition to choose the best course of action and lead the sinners during a mission. But who would have thought that the HQ, which was meant to brief us about that mission in the first place, would come under attack, especially while we were left without a guide. Unfit Ryoshi sounds like a smoker. Yeah. It's Ross. Yeah.
Fine. I didn't expect them to come find me themselves. Once the spiders have spun their web, they tend to wait for the prey to stumble into it. After all.
I mean, we might change some of the voices around. I don't know. The plume of cigarette smoke lingered for a moment before scattering into the air. When I looked at Ryoshi's face, what I saw was an expression of strange euphoria. Ryoshu, this is all just some amusing diversion for you. Saude shot an incredulous look at Ryoshu, who was nonchalantly puffing the rest of her cigarette to ash.
Sure is. The long-awaited moment has finally found me. Why wouldn't I be excited?
That's just...
But don't presume. My excitement for the coming pleasure will not interfere with my effectiveness.
Every sinner, oh no, it's my turn. Hongo is like, woohoo, it's my turn. And Ryoshu is... Yep. She's smoking more passionately. Yeah.
I've never once let enjoyment get in the way of taking the job seriously.
Yeah, the Canto came to us, yep.
Not ever. Not now. You said the assailants will be soon. The one who took the driver coming to.
Karen, anything happens to Miss Karen, I wouldn't be able to bring myself to face the red case.
This isn't going anywhere. The spiders won't hurt the driver. She's just their bait to lure out the bigger prey.
Spoilers for Leviathan, so if you haven't seen our playthrough of Red Leviathan, be warned. In Leviathan, we established, when we went to the research facility, the infinite back row, like the back rooms, the Monsters Inc. doors kind of thing. The second note. Where it's basically an infinite hallway with infinite doors, Monsters Inc. style, until you find the right door via intuition. That's how Virgilius, that's how everybody gets to the laboratory. And that is implied to be how Limbus Company is situated. They are in an infinite corridor, and they are using that as a way of obfuscating where they are. We use these kinds of portals over here to make it in and out. But there is one more person in Leviathan who was able to run into Virgilius there, I think. That was Black. The guy able to use... The guy who is implied, I think, considering the half-baked Furioso, somebody that would be able to do a Furioso and travel between mirror worlds. Somebody capable of traveling between mirror worlds would be somebody capable of navigating these kinds of hallways. So we might be talking about Black over here.
So stop panicking and set us up. Sounds sightly.
What? I mean, yes, the ring is implied. I mean, the ring navigates the corridors easily. Like, it's their research facility. Like, it's their research facility. So, yeah, it's definitely, like, the ring would be able to find Limbus Company. But why would the ring get involved? Well, it's Virgilius. Virgilius fucked them over, so... Yes. He appears in Leviathan, yeah. Mr. Black appears in Leviathan. Yeah. He appears in, I don't remember when, but they have a conversation with Virgilius. So, yeah. Yeah, Gubo and N-Corp can also navigate it. We have another motive. And since we fucked them over in Hong Yuan, and Gubo has had... Oh, God. Gubo has connections to the ring because he was there in the auction. We know that he's on friendly enough terms with the ring. He has the means to navigate. He knows the ring has the means to navigate. They know more than they lead on. Gubo probably tipped off after we fucked them over with the Amamna Worm. While we were building the hierarchies, making Xichun the perfect princess, Gubo and Yahuan probably went to the ring and tipped off. The ring probably spoke to, I mean, considering the different IDs we have, chances are we're getting the whole hand over here. And the ring probably established some sort of truce with the other fingers. And now we're here. The ring by themselves, they did lose a maestro to Virgilius, even after becoming distortion and anomaly. So they know how dangerous Virgilius is. So they know that even if they send the nurse father, they might be having a difficult time. So they are bringing more than one. It's my hypothesis. I always struggle to differentiate the fingers. Ring is the theater kids, artists, Disney adults, furries. The middle is Ricardo, with the very nice and club-based vibes. Heilang, that was the thumb, I think. So it's like Italian mafia kind of thing. We haven't seen the index over here so far, but it seems the index might be like very like suit and tie, giving all those weird instructions. He was both thumb and pinky. Okay, so the thumb and the pinky will be either or. I think Yachu was pinky, though. I think it was established that Yachu was pinky, so they are more along the lines of like the mystical art, samurai, that kind of stuff. So Index seems to be kind of like a hitman, kind of, yeah. Yeah, Yachu is pinky, right? And they are all like, samurai, that kind of stuff, because we know that the pinky, we have what's it called? Pinky Sinclair. He's like kind of like a samurai kind of thing. So, cape. Yes, we have those IDs. So, yeah, like suits and capes kind of thing. So, yeah, Zila would, by extension, Zila would also be pinky, yes. So, yeah, the index does the prescripts. Thank you, the prescripts. That's the notes. Yeah, the prescripts. So, yeah. Yeah. There is motive. And if they know where the, if they find out where the red gaze is, Gubo tipping off, because it would be implied that the ring would lose sight of Virgilius after the events of Leviathan, that they would not be able to find where he is after he leaves the research facility. And Virgilius, having fucked them over that hard, he wronged a finger. The middle never forgets, and I assume neither does the ring, giving them plenty of motivation. And my guess would be one of the stipulations of the contract for Virgilius is that he's not allowed to fight, because if he fights, then that tips off. It basically sends out a blip on the radar of the ring, risking the whole thing, because they know that the ring has it out for Virgilius. And Virgilius helping us in Canto 6 would have been that initial blip. That would not have been, I don't think that would have been what gave us away. I think it would have been Gubo. and Yahuan. So, in this basically a side quest organization, we did read Faust's uptie, so yeah. So, yeah. Like, the ring might not be so vengeful, but if you have a guy that used one of your auctions as a front to go into one of your research facilities and destroy it, and killed one of your maestros, I think that's plenty of fucking reason to create an exceptional vendetta. Like, the ring might be insane. Like, the people of the ring are absolutely nut job, like, Disney adult level of insane. But they're not stupid. Since they are more split than the other fingers. I mean, the ring we saw is like mainly on the arts and crafts kind of thing. So all of them are insane to a degree. Yes, and we did it is canon. It is canon that the ring is Disney. The ring is Disney. It's just what they are called now. But it is Disney. So, no, we haven't played Library of Arena or Lobotomy Corporation, but those are queued up. Once we catch up to Limbus Company, we're gonna do the new schedule, because right now we're doing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday for Limbus. Once we catch up to Limbus for Canto 10 and everything, then we're gonna have Monday, Thursday, Project Moon, Tuesday, Friday, a different game, Wednesday, wildcard, basically. But we are gonna play through those. So yeah, let's see.
The back door of this truck. Can it connect us directly to the HQ research facility right this instant?
잠시만요.
Wait, it can, but it's the backdoor portal that leads straight to HQ. Need to verify the security code written specifically for each coordinate. It's gonna take some time.
Gives us enough time to deal with your pursuer.
As Saude navigated through the vehicle's machinery with her remaining arm, the sinners all began to keep watch on their surroundings, weapons at the ready. Based on the Pointless, the Pointless is one of the sub-factions of the ring. But we do see several of the sub-factions of the ring hanging around. Like, we do see them walk around. So yeah, no, that's the one that we go deep into, but they all have like their art installations and everything, and that includes the furries and the Disney kids. And do not forget, I think it's chapter 2 of Leviathan. We do see several of the ring members. We see at least one ring member with Mickey Mouse ears. We see him in one of the backdrops, and it's like front and center. Project Moon is giving us a very, very clear signal that the ring is all of the theater kids and fucking, like, so that's why it's Disney? Yes! They are a bunch of Disney adults. Here is the headcanon that we established. Disney eventually, after shooting themselves in the foot enough, they realized that they needed to branch out and finally embrace the one audience that they had been secretly grooming their entire existence up until the point that they lost everything: furries. How many Pixar films have created, how many Disney and Pixar films ended up creating furries? Disney finally embraces this in however many decades or centuries it might be, maybe within a century, and we then establish that Disney manages to grow back into being a mega conglomerate, nearly country-sized in terms of Limbus Company, basically a wing, before the wings are even a thing. However, there is one group of people that very evidently, historically and culturally, no matter where you go right now in the 21st century, really does not like furries. And that is those of African descent. Black people usually, generally, really don't like furries. It is extremely, extremely rare to find a black furry, let alone anyone that even accepts them or tolerates them at all. So, Disney, seeing the negative press that all the black people are giving them, and them growing to become basically a wing, having their own private armies and everything, does the one thing that that somebody as reasonable as Disney would do, full of Disney adults who are with their sensibilities. Yes, ethnocide. They try to kill all the black people, which is why we have seen so few black people in Limbus Company. And this is where we get the majority of world wars, from like World War 45 to like World War 69. Because by now we have established that Limbus Company is happening between World Wars like 97 and 98. Like, ever since the First World War, we're nearly at World War 100. We are nearly at World War 100. Maybe the Smoke War was a world war, we don't quite know. And each time Disney was doing more and more and more, but each time they kept losing more and more and more. They still managed to largely succeed, but it came at a cost, and they ended up going from being a wing-sized faction to being a syndicate, as we see them now. So there you go. Yeah. Was a War of the Rings, so yeah, as far as, so it could have been a world war for all we know. So yeah, as they call the Fauves, because the local newspaper hated their style art, called them wild animals, so they owned the name. There you go. There you go. Saude is bleeding out as you yap, that's fine.
So, sure it's a good idea for us to head to the HQ. I feel like we're walking ourselves into a trap here. That is... You requested assistance from the one unit itself!
That can be a solution, yes! However, as this concerns the HQ, resolving this crisis with help from a wing, even one whose leader are on good terms with, would require an enormous favor to be repaid.
You could warn Sichun that, yeah, they might be invading Hongyuan. She doesn't have to help us take HQ back, but you can help deter the invaders.
Your decision, Executive Manager!
And yeah, if anybody posts a spoiler before the mods can get to it, just spam emotes. Don't acknowledge it, don't cry about it, just spam emotes. You have my authorization. Let's straight to the HQ research facility as soon as Saude opens the portal. It wasn't hard to intuit that Yoshu's turn had arrived, given her evident excitement. If so, the back doors leading to the HQ, which Ryoshu intends to use, should be the path we're meant to take this time. Mel's father, they lost to CHARON the way? Yes.
Better prepare yourselves. What awaits us? Not a single shred of doubt is hell. There in its depths lies something that has always been waiting for me.
Archströms above us, walking on the vehicle's roof. We have been found.
이거
Yeah, drive before it caves in over our heads. No, he got singularity protects this truck, remember? Something that's supposed to keep whatever's inside safe. We should just lie down here until...
You're sure about that? I can see a crack in the ceiling.
A crack? That makes no sense. The ceiling should be elastic enough to bend under the most physical impacts instead of cracking.
It is true that the exterior of this vehicular transportation device utilizes P-Corp singularity. That is why this truck is more spacious inside than it appears from the outside, and has good defenses against external forces. However, unlike the experimental model we boarded in P-Corp, this vehicle appears to be a more affordable model, used flexibility as a shuttle for the before team's deployment. That is to say that for a singularity technology to perform at a competitive level, a higher level of investment is required. Budget models, even those of singularities, can still end up being countered.
So they cheat out.
Then the assailant is not one of the nurse fathers from the House of Spiders. If it were one of them, the first shock would have shattered this wall into pieces. I suppose kicking off with the top dogs would have made for a rather bland story progression.
Ale kurwa, nie! O te kurwa, jag fasad. And she looks at the camera. Buzzed Meg. Oh god. P Corp outside to H Corp, yes. She's right, she is right, but yeah.
Fuzzes? But you mean the same people they hang?
사담은 상황이 끝난
We'll have time for speculations later. Second manager, Cena's about to get in.
Go for the kill the moment they get inside. Oh, hi.
And they're ready, man.
Wait, don't engage. Though we were readying ourselves to skewer the intruder the moment he stepped inside, we had to immediately backtrack on that idea when we saw who he was carrying. Karen! Okay. He looks very nice and Italian. He is Italian.
Oh, she is only unconscious and breathing still.
I see. Cut Saude's arm off so that you'd have something to track her down with.
And she has gone straight to seek help from the comrades. It was indeed a correct decision for us to wait and see how she'd react.
The intruder continued glancing towards Saude. As if in response to that, Ryoshi placed her hand on her scabbard. Ryosho.
Okay. They won't dare hurt the bus driver.
So even they know. Even they know that they have way too much leverage.
So don't make a fuss. Clock.
But you mean she's okay?
Ryosho ignored Sinclair and rushed toward the intruder, her scabbard cleaving through the air.
Parent that, did you?
Have you no regard for the hostage's life?
You won't dare let her die unless you're planning to incur the red guy's wrath.
Like Ryoshi said, the intruder was only defending himself against the strikes without harming Karen. Bus driver's okay? Yep. But as the other sinners were stepping up to join the assault,
I had intended to face you one at a time, as the property of honorable combat dictates, but unfortunately, since I cannot let you take her back until her master arrives.
the intruder gestured with his hand and strange, bizarre things dropped through the ceiling with a thump. What the fuck? They look like a... Fuck! That was a mosquito. How the fuck did you get in? Ah, fuck, that was a mosquito. Resident Evil ass fucking body horror. There you go. Ah, shit, I need to keep an eye out for mosquito.
I must resort to using some borrowed weapons.
Rings, weapons. Okay, they are rings. They are so from the ring, yeah.
Is this notions of... Was this of some kind?
No. I think they're people. Servitors. Skitari. Yep.
저 자식이 말한 그 스승이란 놈
Master.
베르길리우스가 상대하고 있댔지.
Julius supposed to be handling whoever that is, yeah?
특색 말이
The color of most illustrious must be deterred from wielding his full might on account of young Canon's capture.
카론을 구해서 본사도
There we rescue Garrett and booking to HQ or whatever. And let the guy all go out.
장할 수 있는 건
Yeah, that seems to be the best shot we have at this moment. Still, let's be careful and prioritize Karen's safety above all else. Oh boy. Straight... I need to see these. Ring Corporis Ottomanican combatant. Straight out of Chaos. Yup. Straight out of something Chaos would make. Holy shit. Nastiest NPCs of all time. Let's see. Skill, we have Jab, Vascular Tear. The base 1, we have Artwork, Liberation of Bones, contingent on Cardiac Rhythm. Shit, dude. This is like Creatures of Slanesh. I can't show you that, but yeah. Muscular Contraction passes. If the main target has 3+ types of negative effects, final power +1. Okay. Okay. Good thing we mainly have, we're mainly, what? Oh shit, she's burning, oh god, we have multiple. Shit. Come on, Honglu. Oh, and he's got muscular oh, you got red coins. Kurva. Actual gameplay, yep. School of Corporism, yep. Fuck, dude. Yeah, we saw the point lists, and now we're seeing corporisms. Yup. Okay, that's a stagger. That's nice. Who thought of giving these NPCs red coins? Miyazaki, probably. Like, I'm pretty sure you have Kim. Like, Kim is sitting in his office being like, what would Miyazaki do? Not the anime one, the Dark Souls one. So yeah, defense is crazy as well. It's really good. Holy shit! No! No! Fuck off! Ha! 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 Oh, come on. That one. Okay, that one actually hit. Miyazaki whispers to Kim's ear. Yes. Yeah. Kim decided to go full on Miyazaki. Yep. Yep. There is no poison swamps. What are you talking about? We already did one. That was what? Intervalo 2? Intervalo 3. No, the boat works. Yeah, it was like right after, like right before, what do you mean no poison swamps? What the fuck do you think we did at the beach? At the beach of the lake? Yeah. What do you think I was? Anyway, let's, continue here. All right. Let's build up the Furioso, come on. The beach episode, yeah, the beach episode. Crab, yeah. Polluted beach is a polluted beach, and swamps are just polluted. Yeah, they're nature's pollution. Yeah. Yeah. And then is derived from the corpus. Corporism is only room improvement. Body Worlds Gallery in Berlin shares many of the aesthetics and inspirations with removal of skin and exclusive use of real human bodies, albeit a lesser focus of alteration as like Night Lords. Night Lords shit right there. That's Night Lords. Yep, that's the Night Lords. That's like the Night Lords Mechanicum. Yeah. Yeah, Night Lords faction of 40k. I cannot show it on... I don't want to show it on stream because they are brutal, but yeah. There you go. Let's go. And that's this is how I thought Heart Cannon had been fully replaced by Italian. No, Italian. Look, Chinese have Italian accents. Italians have the Chinese accent. Like the most stereotypical Chinese accents. Yeah. Which means eventually somebody's gonna have to get an Indian accent. Somebody has to get an Indian accent eventually. That's gonna be funny. That's gonna be funny. Oh, there you go, Ryoshu. Ryoshu. Come on. Oh, that's 153 right there. Ooh, nice. All right. Last one. Go team! GG. GG. That was... Whew. Sure hope we're going to be Canto 10. We'll see. We'll see. Nice. 9-3 textbook. Oh god. We're doing it. Flavor text maxing. We're gonna have to see it. Okay, straight here. All right. These are the same. Now for you. The thumb nurse father. He's get something. A command. Lose 5 offense. He's asking us to hold back. La spada di Palermo. Colpi sotani. Ooh, the music. Measuring blade reach. Textbook with a singular purpose. Counter start, gain this, and a clash against Ryoshu. Clash power -3 and converted points. Unbreakable points. Clash lose. Ooh. Duello. The clashing with one duello, the duel escalates against targeted unit. Clash against targets, the duel escalates here 3 SP. Palermitan style. Duel escalates. Hunter's mark. Second round enemy except Ryoshu. There's a speed to 1. Target with all of your skills. Spectrum not be activated to stagger, activated next turn. The rapier, hammer burr, oh god. Panic recovery, fixed panic, oh god. Violet, the music is really good, yeah. Alright, you over here. Who are you attacking? Okay, you're not quite doing that just yet. Alright, y'all are still pretty slow. Faust, go over here. Heathcliff. Oh god. Immediately. Oh god, he's gonna get hit. Well, no, that one's good for the Ryoshu. Let's see if we can get you. Fuck it. Fuck it, you're going to do this one. God, the music, dude. Let's see, you're going here. Honglu. Oh god. Struggling. Rodia is favored. Ryoshu. Okay, Ryoshu is not gonna go against her intended target. And Faust is gonna take the brunt over here. Okay. Ryoshu had a voice line here. Ah, fuck, I missed it. I missed it. Let's see what we can do, team. I'll cut you off so you don't dare turn such mimicry again. There you go. Let's see. Come on, team. Come on. Okay, Yisang does the first. Ooh. Ooh, that was too close. Ooh. Sinners have the CHARON status. Oh, fuck, I forgot to check the sinners. I forgot to check the sinners. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Come on, Rodia. Come on, Rodia. There you go. Yes. Okay. All I care is... Yes! Honglu, yes! I just care that you make it past the... Okay, he's getting his ass kicked. There you go. He made it back. Spider's Heath. Oh, shit. I have Hounds of Spider's Heath, yeah. Either way, I'm playing him for Otis, not so much for anything else. Okay. Yisang, you continue over here. Let's see. Oh god, this is a big one. Okay, Faust is dominating here. You here. You here. Ooh, we're dominating a lot over here. Okay, Ryoshu over here. Otis over here. I don't trust this. Okay, let me check the sinners. Hostage situation. Clashing with the thumb. Apprentice Lucio. Clash power -1, deal -1. Ooh. Okay, that's not good. Any special statuses on Ryoshu? We got Entanglement. We got the Star Blade. Okay. The duel escalates. That's the one from the old Rekindled Acceleration. She's excited. Nice. Let's go! Go, team! Come on! There we go. To click on the statuses? Right, I should. What, do they have extra text now? And yes, I know the evade for Ryoshu, that's why I'm not using it. That's why I'm not using it, because we've seen it before, yeah. We've used it before. And I'm just gonna let them die naturally. Fuck you. Fucking Skitari. Yeah, Sever Tendon, check the newness on the centers. Okay, I'll check it, I'll check it. That's how bad my memory is, dude. Come on. That's how bad my memory is. I just get too involved. Get too excited over here. There you go, Rodia. There you go. Okay, we're starting to gain the upper hand. Never mind. Ooh, clutched it, but you still got it. Okay, we're starting to see a little bit of an upper hand. I don't trust him though. Stats, passive, etc. Okay, let's read everything then. All right, let's check the. Let's set up the. And these are still there. All right, you here. Favored. Let's give you something. Dominates. Ryoshu over here. Heathcliff. Okay, he's starting to focus. He's starting to focus. Okay. Vendetta Mark. With the highest stack of his effect. Names one sibling vengeance marking his turn. We got that's from Heathcliff, Corpus Theater. Bleed depends now on blind. He's blind at least. Okay. Ryoshu is here. You are here. Let's see. Rodea over here. Let's try and get. Yes. Let's try and get you here. Is this unclashable? Target fixed. Alright, Heathcliff. Oof. Okay, let's try and give him this at least. And Faust. Yeah, this one's gonna hit multiple, and Faust is gonna go against this one. Let's check the sinners. Let's check the sinners. So we have dual escalates. Lucio gains 2 power and deals more damage. Expires at turn end. Let me check Ryoshu. Okay, there we go. The threads of fate are entwined by encounter, by the length of time surrendered unto one another. The myriad moments wherein one's time and another's overlap, they fair or foul, be there fair or foul, will blind their strings in pitiless intent. The time has already been shared, the time that has already been shared cannot be undone. String severance, and so let it be cut and severed, even if it strays from what must be. Dihui Starblade, etch a mark onto the earth. Such is the purpose of this blade. Such is the purpose this blade was made to serve. Into this sword was poured the light of a star, so that something may be left behind this land. And then the other ones are no flavor text over here. Nice! Let me see if from his hand. I don't think we have anything from his hand, right? Nothing from his hand. Ooh, the lore! Hongwu is pranking us? Little bit. Little bit. Alright. Because the other option is for Ryoshu. No, but it's target fixed. It's target fixed. Ryoshu cannot go against this one. Heathcliff has to do it. Let's see where he goes. Lore maxing? I love lore. I love lore maxing. Like when we played Resident Evil, we go through as many, like we explore, we do as many documents as we can. Like I love doing that. I love just absorbing. No, not this! There you go! There you go! Wait, if we get enough purples, will Heathcliff's music take over? Oh, nice! Time to unpack! There you go! Limbus has the best lore? No, Warhammer 40k has the best lore, but Limbus is getting pretty close. Then the only reason why Limbus doesn't have a better lore than Limbus Company, that Limbus and Project Moon doesn't have a better lore than 40k, is because 40k started like 30 years earlier. Like 40k has like a 30-year advantage over Limbus. So over Project Moon. Played Space Marine 1, only done the first mission a while ago. Space Marine 1 not as good as Space Marine 2. Space Marine 2 they fixed a bunch of the issues from Space Marine 1. Space Marine 1 is still a little fun, but just the sound design is not as good. Ooh. That's not as much damage. Kick him. Take him back! Kicking! There you go. Lord Faction, just give him some more years. Yeah, I think give him enough years and they will be able to catch up, I think. Like that I have no doubt of. Okay, who are you going against? Faust. No fixed targets? No. Alright, Ryoshu over here. Let's see. Heathcliff. Dominating, okay. Let's see. Favored here. Okay, let's have Faust go over here. Oh god. Rodia. Okay. Let's try Pokemon. Okay. You here. You here. We have one attack that is gonna go towards Hong Blue. Let's shit, we don't have enough for Fausts yet. Okay. Let's see. If Hong Blue takes the hit, I guess. Hong Blue takes the hit. Alright, team, let's go. Wait, let's do this one over here so that Heathcliff can do the extra hits. There we go. There we go. So if you're doing this one, let's see. This one then is going after Rodia. Rodia might be able to evade it. Let's see. Let's go! I'm gonna run. It's a lot of referencing other media. I mean, 40k takes from a bunch of other media as well. Like, 40k takes from so many other universes. So, Limbus Company is following along the lines. Difference is that Limbus Company is starting from a lot smaller scale. Oh god, she lost it again. Like, Limbus Company started from a way smaller scale. Like, don't forget, this whole thing has happened in the city. That's what we have. We have like 1,000 years of story at best. 40k is the galaxy and the universe. And they have addressed the whole thing, or at least a good chunk of it, right? So, it's a difference in scale. So, Rodia about to run out. I mean, she's gonna reload soon, so... But yeah, she's running out. But she managed to make it through. Oh, you touched her! Rule violation! And then, the extra kicks! God, I love this combo. That's why I keep him. That's why I keep him. Oh, you brought another one? Oh, fuck you. You brought another one. Fuck you. Fuck you. No. Just no. Okay, favored. Rodia over here. You. Fuck it, we're doing it again. How much are we? Okay. Heathcliff's gonna take a while. Alright, let's go! Go for Lucio, we're going for... Ooh, there we go, there we go! Take the trash out! Take the trash out! Come on, Rodia, there you go. That's a stagger! That's a stagger! That's a stagger! Come on, team! There we go. There we go. Let's fight the hard way. Good thing I've been looking into that, yeah. The sense that they are dystopian world, PM's universe, team focus finding help humanity world like this. Yeah, 40k, like it took until like the 2020s or the 2010s for the world of 40k to start seeing a glimmer of hope. Like it used to be grim dark, like there was no hope in 40k before that. We have found a considerable amount of parallels though. Good lore, we just seem inspired by other great lore. Have any decades advantage of you? Read the coattails, it's fast to catch up. Yeah. And don't forget, like, 40k started off as a sci-fi variation of Warhammer Fantasy. And Warhammer Fantasy was inspired by D&D and, I saw that. I saw that! GG, I guess? Director is studious a certain amount of literature in college, it seems. Yeah, like our hypothesis that he had a book club. Like it was a book club turned into a studio. Yes.
He seized the back door. The truck. Finish the portal in a second.
Doesn't change what needs to be done. Take care of him. Buzz Gurley and head off to HQ.
For fuck's sake, he can't even fight full out!
Despite Ryoshi's assurance, the sinners did not share her confidence that no harm would come to CHARON. So they were confined to fending off the animated corpses, unable to fight aggressively. Ryoshu was the only one unfazed enough to raise her sword against the assailant in this cramped battle.
Oh, there's a little half sweet. Straight. I said, how many times? Ah, fuck, I need to, fuck. The male one is, I need to come up with the accent, yeah. Because this sounds like Chinese accent, but how the fuck do I do a Chinese drunkard?
But there's some of it.
No, that sounds like Sinclair. Fuck.
For China, I got to do this kind of accent, and if I do it drunk, it's listen, you take it a little bit higher, and but it's only to halfway. Straight. I said how many times? Just how many times I must repeat myself?
I say aggressive Sinclair, kind of. Sorry, Italians have a Chinese accent in this world. For us, yes.
Oh, stop making a fuss. It wouldn't have got that much. On your feet. Get off your ass. That makes you think you deserve a break. Quit being a whiny little brat and pick up that sword. Slash straight C. That wasn't so hot, was it? If I ever hear you whining again, I'll rip your hair clean off your head. So get your act together. You're no stranger to this sword style.
The Palemian style, I have engined it as well.
Did you learn it from Valencia? That booze hound.
Valencia. Chinese woman. Drunk. There we go. There we go. There. There's Valencia. No. No. Let's see.
Almost asked you not to insult her with such a crocodile befit. My master gave me an order when she imparted the style to me. To temper and hone it until my mastery of it becomes indistinguishable from yours.
Give someone the postal dude voice. I don't remember how he sounds. It's been a very long time since I last saw him. Yeah. Valentina, but in place of the T. Okay.
My swordcraft is now above that of your past self when you still belong to the House of Spiders.
Learning it without understanding anything. And only obsessively copying me. Wasting time over such mimicry. It's beyond ridiculous.
Not Valencia, Valencina? Valencina? Valenza. Realm says what? Valentina? Valentina? Hina then. Is there a song together? Nice! Nice! Hell yeah, that's a good fucking collab. Say Valentina, so Valentina instead. There you go.
If you're no more than a copycat, then the angle of the wrist, the distance between the feet, the balance of the sword itself, every one of these has to be exact, cause every single incongruity.
Yeah, I'm thinking that, Amaya. Like, y'all, have you not learned your lesson? Whenever you ask me to pronounce something differently, I'm gonna give you what you asked, just not what you want. Why do we make the Ryoshivo sound like that? You see this right here? This is a cigarette. And the only time we've seen her without one is when there was a kid around her for a total of about 15 minutes. So, yeah, that's a smoker's voice.
Are you actually that incompetent, or do you enjoy the beating? Maintain your stunts!
Says Valentina. There you go.
Don't bother your stupid little hard head trying to be clever, and just stick to what you've been taught. Take what you memorize and move.
The sooner you become the blade that cuts through all, the better. Only then can I.
Will break your form, making your swordsmanship as precarious as a tightrope walk headed straight for a fall.
She'll stop smoking soon? No. Even then, it's too late. It's too late. We already gave her that voice. It's only fair for... Look. We have... Una di uno kateshveren hinadinadina. That is from Undertale. So we will see. The correct way makes no eyes on Muli. Probably was rage ways. Many people said in different ways. I don't know. I say things I want. Is her voice her fix? So no smoker voice. Trust. Yeah, but he brings them back to how they were before they were employed. Like, he brings their body back together. He doesn't fully heal their illnesses. Otherwise, Gregor would no longer have the arm. So, yeah. Yeah. Mac, welcome to the Hayrun. So, yes.
You're no different from those wind-up dolls over there.
That, and most importantly, this is the voice that I picked. Because this is what I found to be the most entertaining for me. So.
Call me one of all you want. It does not matter. You likewise are unable to recall and properly wield parliamentary style.
Gregor's arm isn't an illness, it's a gift. Yes, he's special. He's special. Yeah, these voices I've been using the entire... Like, here's how much I ended up putting into these voices. We have a full fucking spreadsheet of all the voices that I've been making. Every major character, I give them a voice, one way or another. A gift from his mother? Yes.
It tells me that my usefulness not yet run its course. Almost perfect every form you've been taught, even if I must repeat the same stunts 10,000 times over.
From Trump? I mean, that's, what's her face? Herman. Yeah, from Big Donald. Yeah, from Big Donald, yeah. Yeah, right, Herman is, yeah, that's mom, yeah. I hope it's not too straining voice. No, I do Mongolian throat singing and growling, this is nothing. So, yeah. Yeah, I do that. Like, I can handle Rish's voice. The one that I was really bringing the issue was the mechanized elder. So, yeah. The time for this Canto. Okay, again. If you see spoilers in the chat, just spam emotes. Flood the chat, don't cry about it, don't acknowledge it, just spam the emotes and that's it.
I am to be a perfectly tailored textbook to view.
What if I said I have no need for childish study aids?
Your rejection is inconsequential. My role as your textbook has already begun.
Then I will illustrate my very own art of you. Till you're slashed and cleave beyond recognition.
눈이 다시 아작난 걸
My
보니까
turn up
여기
again.
맞네.
Yep, I landed the right place. That's my ticket, alright. I told you, Lucio, you could spend years honing your skills. That still won't be enough to catch up to your Yoshihide.
There's the nurse, father. The man staggered a little, his head jerking to the side from the impact of the blow. She smacked him? Okay.
어때?
Isn't it obvious, now that you've seen it yourself, how sad and pathetic your progress is? This the problem with greenhorns who haven't had a taste of war. They don't know what it's like to crawl through the muck and grime of the battlefield. Here the slightest inattention had given his head blown clean off.
She looks so much like Rodia. Yeah, that's why they gave her to Rodia, yeah.
When faced with a superior opponent, don't just rely on run, but redirect the force of their attack to the side by locking the rack with the tip of your sword, as to the time and time again.
가수를 상대할
And when
때는
you're outnumbered,
자세를 낮추고
lower your form and draw a wide axe at your sword. Did you forget everything I did to you after shouting myself once?
구석에서
Secure a corner.
한 놈씩
Force them to get you in a single file.
위치 선정을 하라고도 했는데
Positioning is everything. Didn't I tell you all this before?
She's just fucking. She looks almost 1-to-1 to Rhodey. Almost, yeah. I love women. I love women too. Yeah, women are great. So yeah, so a hack. She looks old as hell. Yeah.
Oh, if Yoshihida is to recall even one more lesson for me, the textbook can't afford to have any defects.
Forgive me, master.
What? You did manage to collect this one as instructed? Maybe you're not completely useless after all.
Hatred thick in her voice. Ryoshu hissed the thumb nurse father under her breath as she shifted into a blade drawing stance against the second assailant. Oh, she's pissed.
야, 잘 지냈어,
Hey, how long have you been doing, Ticket?
역시
Your form's really become a wreck since you were away. Just seeing your sloppy grip makes me sad. I had beat that habit out of you back in the day. Remember?
그래도
This reunion's been a long time coming, so I suppose I owe you a bit of courtesy. You're old enough now to understand what I'm saying without me having to resort to the occasional backhand, aren't you? Ticket! Still intent on calling me that, huh? Clearly, you're still just a sack of shit, stuck wallowing in a sinkhole of your own making.
Guess who's also smoking? Yep.
Did you just call me a sack of shit? Bitch! You should also know your place before barking at your betters.
Yo, that was a battle royale. Yeah. Am I gonna win? No, I'm not gonna win the one battle royale. I'm not winning the battle royale. I'm not. There you go. There, I'm not winning the one battle royale. By the way, yes, everybody who is active in the chat during the live stream gets a stream avatar that you can control. You can customize that that kind of stuff. Like her already. She's yeah. Sensing a sudden presence outside, the so-called thumb nurse father snatched Karen into her arms and swiftly assumed a fighting stance. Oh, you've been found. I thought it was gonna take longer for us to get him back. Oh god. Ooh, there he is! Oh, and she's keeping Karen close. Someone's dad is, yep, dad is home.
Manager Dante, it seems that I must apologize for what has happened today.
Virgilius.
I was stalled by my personal issues and a certain unresolved business from the past.
It's time for being sorry, I think. I think so, yeah.
You're hurt. They're not from these assailants, so don't worry needlessly. Just so happens that I was involved in a rather troublesome matter prior to encountering them.
Kimmy. Dearest, like, KJH, like, absolutely Kayeha. If there is one plead that I have for you, please, for the love of God, Virgilius, Souls-like. Please. I don't care if we do Mirror Worlds or something like that. Virgilius, Souls-like. Like... kind of Souls would be incredible. Virgilius! Souls-like! It is just... Can you imagine the possibilities? Like the Dante voice? Yeah, no, I would need to hear it. Like, I'm not very good with descriptions. I would need to hear it. And I'm not gonna... Yep. Leviathan would low-key work as a Souls-like. I don't care if it's Leviathan. I don't care if it's this period between this. Yeah.
죄송합니다, 붉은 시선님.
It's all my fault. Yes. I should have protected her. Saude's voice trembled as she apologized profusely to Virgilius. And yeah, no, Sekiro is insanely high-paced. So is Code Vein. There are a bunch of Souls-likes that are very high-paced. And Bloodborne as well, yeah, that kind of stuff.
No, this happened because I couldn't stop him from going after you. And of course, he had to go for your arms. That one's looking worse by the second. Go get it treated the moment we deal with this situation.
I will. Virgilius met the thumb nurse father's gaze head on. During the smoke war, perhaps there are so many possibilities. No. Smoke war, I want total war. I want a total war smoke wars. That's what I want. Total war smoke wars. The factions are the wings. It writes itself. They are making Total War Warhammer 40k soon. It's happening. It's happening. So, yeah. Yes. Also, yeah, we don't have a turn. I don't think a tourniquet would work with the stump she has. So yeah, yeah, Total War Leviathan or the Total War Smoke War or something like that. I don't know. That would be so cool, dude. You might be cooking. Look, I think Project Moon Games have the potential of doing what Warhammer 40k games have been doing. You have, like, think of a game genre. Warhammer 40k has most certainly done one. Especially in the grand scheme of things. So, yes. And Mechanom, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Mosh. Welcome today. The Gladius could cauterize it, but I think not. And no, we haven't played. I will play Lomonway Corporation. I will play Library of Arena. My entry into the PM verse has been Limbus. Dating Sing in 40k. Technically Rogue Trader. Like would be called like L, like Liberating Regrets, Lost Karen. Yeah, it would have to be like LC or LR or something like that. Yeah, like that's gonna be the thing. Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be like I mean, what? Leviathan's Redemption. There you go. LC, LR, LC, LR. The next name, Leviathan's Redemption, Virgilius Souls-like. There you go. There you go. But I think it's always just so good, dude.
Thumb. Anger that makes up for their incompetence with duplicity and cowardice, only to then hide it all behind their mask of honor. You appeared exactly as we received the transmission that the HQ research facility was under attack.
Is Canto on dungeon? Well, we'll see. We'll see. Is when there's some, I don't know, like, I don't think cauterizing it would be the greatest idea, but she has been losing blood for a bit, so yes. There's so much of the city that is unexplored that I think Project Moon, give them $1 billion. Just please get them a bit, like, sell a bunch of other useless studios. Go to Ubisoft is already useless. Go to what's another one along those lines? Like, go to one of those studios, give Project Moon $1 billion. They have the money. They do not have enough money and enough people to be able to develop any of these other games just yet. It's not a matter of so much of money. It's more of a matter of team. Because I know that Calleja wants to keep things a little bit small. He wants to keep a small team, but I think they should. I think they should branch out, dude. I think, well, $1 billion too, yeah. PM has only been around for 8 years, and they already have 3 games. That's a really good track record. So, Yeah, no, and don't forget that they're in Korea, which means the expenses are not as high as in some other places. So yeah, no, I can't wait for this to get a bit more out there. So yeah. So just bit of K-Corp stuff. Yeah, there you go. Anyway.
Then your purpose here must be to stall me by any means, even if you have to resort to an old and tired method like taking a hostage.
Yes.
역시 내가 제대로 찾아. 이게 당신의
Here's your cake.
기록이었어. 티켓.
Member ticket.
기억나니?
Remember what I told you? When so modestly stuff your face with that cake and smeared cream all over yourself?
그 더러운
Smiling like an
꼴에서
idiot.
내
In such
앞에서
filth makes me want to smash that cake onto the floor. Don't you dare let even a hint of craving for that cake. I'm looking, no matter how sweet and delicious it might be.
They finished now and then Limbus, Korea dude, yeah. He probably got a job for it. So yeah, no. Office building looks like H Corp 2, nice. So yeah, no, I really hope that they get enough money to be able, like, just, I don't know, siphon some money from fucking MiHoYo and give it to them. The cake is a lie? It seems like in this case it could be, yes. The world as you expand, but I would love to see more. I mean, you have to be very careful with the lore. You have to be very, very careful with the lore. And if there's one thing that Kaieha needs to do, especially in the current environment, he has to gatekeep it. He has to gatekeep. Like, gatekeeping is such an important thing for lore-heavy stories like this one. And I think they're doing very well. Like, that is one of the things. Like, there's two types of gatekeeping. There's the Puritan gatekeeping, and then there's the preservation gatekeeping. Right now, we're seeing that in 40k. And the thing is that most people just conflate the two as the same thing. No. Gatekeeping for the sake of preserving the story is one of the best things you can do. Because you know what happened? Star Wars lost their gatekeepers. Marvel lost their gatekeepers. Star Wars went from being a franchise so massive that the mere announcement of a movie would move the world to now being a whimper. A Star Wars film came out this year. Did anyone care? No. Because they destroyed everything that made Star Wars Star Wars. And they failed, the gatekeepers failed. And the barbarians went in and ransacked everything. What it's called? It's Mandalorian and Grogu. It was a Mandalorian movie. It was basically a bunch of, after they destroyed the Mandalorian, literally never heard of it. Mandalorian was one of the projects that appeared to possibly be a comeback for Star Wars. That's how bad it is. Yeah, I grew up watching Star Wars. Like, Episode 3 coming out was such a mind-blowing thing for me. Oh my god, we are getting to see the final, like, what makes we finally get to see Darth Vader. Episode 7! My god! And then the gatekeeping failed. The gatekeeping failed. Now we're having things like Star Wars Outlaws. And that is the biggest thing to happen to Star Wars in years. 40k is fighting, like, people are fighting in 40k to prevent this from happening. Probably the movies, but that they just went without much plan. Yeah, the gatekeepers failed. Because if people had gate kept, they would have been like, the fuck are you talking about, Ray? The fuck are you talking? What do you mean you're going into a trilogy without a plan? No, this is Star Wars. We have a story to tell. They failed to do that. Rogue One was actually a good movie. Rogue One was Rogue One was the last good movie to come out of Star Wars. Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order were pretty good because they are based on part of the extended universe. Of the old extended universe. The expanded universe that Disney decanonized to bring in Kathleen Kennedy's vision that ended up being just feminist slop. That came out a decade ago? Yeah. That's how bad it's been. Same thing happened with Marvel. Same thing happened with Marvel. The last great film of Marvel was, I would say, to be fair, Spider-Man No Way Home. The epilogue of the Infinity War saga. After that, Marvel was another one. Was another big franchise. And the gatekeeping failed. And because of that, now what we have the wrong Captain America, because now we have formerly Falcon, now Captain America. We have Hulk has a kid, despite he explicitly saying that he couldn't have kids. We have female better than previous Thor. Like female Thor better than the previous Thor because she's a woman. We have a new Black Widow that replaced the old Black Widow. We have, what else? We have, black female Iron Man better than the old Iron Man. Yeah. Yeah. And that's because nobody gatekept them. Because no gatekeepers remained. They gave up, and now we have... They gave us Nazi Captain America in the comics. They gave us Nazi Captain America in the comics. Like... No. You have... Yeah, there was a comic run of Captain America where it turns out that he was part of Hydra the whole time. That comic did not make it very far. Yeah, turns out that the twist that he was captain, that he was part of Hydra. Why did the gatekeepers give up? Because the leftist, the corroding force of the leftist ideology that took over Gamergate, that took over games journalism, that slowly crept its way into media, relies on guilt-tripping the people who have it best. You are white, you are male, and therefore you are bad. And because you are bad, and because your ancestors did things hundreds of years ago, therefore you have to let us take over. If you don't, you are racist, you are sexist, you are misogynistic, you are transphobic, you are Islamophobic, you are xenophobic, you are any of these. Not really? Tell me, Psyched. Would you say any of the stories, it's more of corporations, pink capitalism. Would you say any of the stories told from Marvel or Star Wars in the past 10 years have had right-wing themes portrayed positively? Any right-wing ideas from the past 10 years of Marvel, like Disney products in general, that have focused on family values, traditional masculinity and femininity, the importance of family, the importance of free market, like promoting the free market, promoting the importance of the individual, of individualism, the warning against the corruptive nature of collectivism. Any projects from Disney from the last 10 years that would have that, or any of these major corporations. It won't be an effective conversation on Twitch chat. So you're deflecting. There you go. Like female custodians being canon because I like muscular women. You already have the Sisters of Battle. You already have the Sisters of Silence. Female custodians are not canon. Female custodians are not canon, and they're already backtracking on it. Like, it's probably going to turn out that it was like a Zinchian plot. You already have two great, incredible factions. It's not that they want to have something. It's that they want the others to not have it. Yeah. Pink capitalism is leftist, is liberal. Potato, tomato. At this point, look at the favorability. The Democrats are taken over by a bunch of communist Islamist revolutionaries. The time? Yeah, we're a bit late. So yeah. OG Marvel and Star Wars. So yeah, let's finish this up. Yeah, we need to wrap up. Let's finish this one and then we call it a night. OG Star Wars and Marvel. Star Wars was about the reunification of the Skywalker family. Iron Man, Marvel, they started transpiring away from that. Was Iron Man the redemption of Tony Stark, becoming a good man who would eventually become a good husband and a father. Thor, a man becoming humble and accepting himself so that he could be the best leader that he could be. Hulk, the conflict of a man and his inner rage. Yeah, no, we are running out of time. Like, we're still going a little bit later than usual, but yeah, no, we don't see that anymore. Every single character that you once loved is now character assassinated. And this has happened throughout all of these corporate, like we can call it corporate, it's still the same ideology. It's sad, and that's why you have to gatekeep. That's why you have to gatekeep. Do not let it happen in Limbus Company. Do not let it happen in Limbus Company. They're massacring them, yes, because the idea, the cultural idea of this is not for them, the people of the outside to have something, is to take away what you have. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's a corrosive ideology that can only destroy what exists. It can never create. Because all of these stories could have been their own thing, but they had to wear a skin suit of what they have. Do not let it happen to Limbus Company. Do not let it happen to Project Moon. Let Kayeha do his thing. Let him take the story to whichever uncomfortable place he wants him to take. Let him take whatever political vision he wants to take, whatever political approaches, whatever story. Let him do what he will. And Kayeha is controlling, and for a good reason. He's very well read, he's very well informed, which means he knows. He has seen it happen. I'm pretty sure he has played enough games right now to see the death of so many incredible franchises. So yeah. Please everyone. Yeah, no, trying to please everyone, which is the idea. Anyway, we could go for hours, but let's finish this. Good talk, everybody. Thank you for keeping a cool head, and thank you for that. That's gonna stay on the gaming channel. I'm not gonna upload this as a BS Talks. Continue. What did I say, Ticket? What did I say? If you're gonna start trouble, you better not show it on your face, else I'll catch on.
Stop fucking around and tell me straight. Tell me why you
redacted.
You know what? We like that. Keep mum and brood in silence all you want. That I'll find that, and I'll split. You're not getting past me. You think his eye is just for show?
Well, Valentina, I don't know how much confidence you're putting in that eyeball, but I doubt you'll stall me for long with that half-functioning relic of yours.
Trickle of blood had begun dribbling down the intruder's cheek from her covered eye.
This.
She grinned without a care.
Oh yeah, it started hurting more and more. The closer I got to Ticket. But it's gonna get better. Ticket's about to leave this place. You see? Shithead, you're not here to kill me, are you? Shithead, rude bitch. Have you forgotten all about manners?
The woman seemed to be having a hard time holding her hand back from striking Ryoshu. But after a few deep breaths, she visibly relaxed and continued on.
Glad you finally figured that out. Now fuck off, as soon as the back door opens. The other nurse fathers are waiting for you there, so show some proper manners. Oh, is this brain of yours too messed up to remember who's who and which is which? Why don't you take this time to think what you're gonna say to them?
hold on.
그냥 보내줄
If you're gonna
생각이라면
let us go
당장
anyway,
카론 씨부터.
why don't you let Canto?
아가리.
Zip it. The Thumb-Nurse father muttered viciously.
나는 버릇없이
I hate presumptuous idiots
모르는 게
who
끼어든
don't know their place,
제일 싫어.
butting into conversations. Friends of yours, take it.
그렇다면
Yeah.
She called us friends.
그래?
That's all. And I don't suppose there's anything wrong with sending them a letter all day.
먹잇감들이
After all,
알아서
why
날아오게
discourage us from a flight from flying straight into the web we spawn?
없으니까.
Her eye fixed intently on Virgilius, the Thumb-Nurse father slowly backed away from the back door and opened the way for us. Back door to the HQ hasn't opened yet. We have to rescue Karen first, then.
망설이지 마십시오.
Do not hesitate, Dante. That is indeed the path you must bring the sinners to.
Virgilius continued coldly as though he was reading my mind.
In fact, you should go through the back door like she says if you want to help Canto. This entire circumstance of the back door has been engineered to hold me, and only me, back. And by the way, it's beyond the back door. It's what they have orchestrated to summon you and Summoner number 4 there.
그 말대로야.
Correct. You wouldn't want your dash of it to snip our elaborate web to pieces.
본사까지의 포탈 전개
Wasn't connection to
거의
the HQ
끝났어요.
was established,
그런데
but
이건 도대체
every firewall protecting
본사로
connection to the
연결하는
HQ
보안망이 전부
has been
뚫려 있는데
bypassed. What?
보안이 무너진 뒷문을 통해
Then it must be via the defenseless back doors through which the intruders had broken in.
본사
Connection to
연구소와
HQ established.
따라올 텐가?
Coming with.
파우스트가 가면
If I
기능
goes,
조정기의
I'll be the only one left
사용법을
here who knows how
저밖에
to
남지
operate the
않아요.
backdoor calibration.
저는
I'll stay behind,
베르길리우스님의
at least until Mr. Virgilius rescues Karen.
그럼 먼저 가지.
Then we'll go on ahead.
Canto. As always, Ryoshu did not prolong the conversation. She did not bother to impart even a quick goodbye, as she walked into the shadows that awaited us beyond the corridor. I gave Saude a nod in her stead.
Dante,
4번 수감자의
fourth sinner's thread is pulled tautly.
언제 끊어져도
It is precariously close to snapping. It's also sharper than any blade, and it might sever all that it comes into contact with.
명심하시길.
You must remember that.
What kind of thread is Virgilius talking about? Snapping, severing. I wasn't yet sure what exactly he was referring to, but it won't be severed. Not when the chains bind us together, I replied, absent-mindedly rubbing the area where the chains that connected me to the sinners had burst out of.
Let us proceed,
가시죠.
Dante.
With Virgilius' words hanging heavily over us, we made our way into the back door connected to the HQ research facility. Oh boy. I mean, Ryoshu is being harsh, but not really a hater. Like, there is a form of, yeah. Anyway, holy shit, dude. These stakes are there right off the bat. Oh boy. Let me see. Is there any details over here that we might have missed? No, it's fine. Oh my god. And with that, this is where we're going to be calling it a night. Once again, everybody, what happens tomorrow? There's nothing tomorrow. I have a few things to work on. So no stream tomorrow. Next stream is on Monday. So we have three nodes in, and we're in deep shit. Once again, everybody, if you missed anything today or want to catch up to the full playthrough, it goes to the Games Are Bastard channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you again for 1,000 subscribers. I will be announcing the giveaway for it pretty soon. I just want to wait for these videos to come out so that you all know that there's going to be a giveaway. So yeah, we're going to upgrade Heathcliff. I want middle Heathcliff. I want middle Heathcliff. So yeah, with that, let me go ahead and do this. We're going to be calling it a night. Again, we'll be back on Monday. Join the Discord if you haven't already, then down below. Everything gets announced on the Discord first, so make sure you're there. And with that, that is going to be it for me today, everybody. Thank you for another incredible week. We're almost caught up, dude. Canto 9. There you go. So yeah, thank you again, everybody, for another incredible stream, for the follows, for the subs, for the bribes. Oh boy, did we get quite a bit today. We'll be back on Monday with more LFAs, more Limbus company, and oh my god, I am very looking forward to this. So again, I am grateful every single day that I get to do this at all, and that any of you like this to begin with. So thank you again, everybody, for joining me. Join the Discord and all that. And with that, thank you very much, everybody, for joining me. Have yourselves a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. I will see you all next time. Good night, everybody. Goodbye.